We are here recording Mo's birth story. It happened a little over 2 weeks ago, and we want to do it now because I don't want to forget the details, and I want him to be able to hear his birth story one day. Plus, we had a very positive experience, which I feel is a little bit rare, so I want to encourage anyone out there who is maybe scared of having a hospital birth. This story is going to encourage you. Okay, so it all started when I was 6 days past my due date with Mo.
Which was the 11th.
Yes, his due date was February 11th. And every day past that, we were on pins and needles, like, is he gonna come? Maybe yes, maybe no. Yeah. And then on that following Monday, so I guess the 16th, yeah, the 16th, we go in and I get a membrane sweep done. And I totally recommend if you are almost at your due date or past your due date and you really want to get things going, that is the one thing that works, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's worked on Gus and it's worked on Mo. So,
yes. So
I mean, there's no proven fact about it, but it seems to help. So
yeah,
we go with it.
Yeah. So the next morning, it's Tuesday, February 17th. I wake up at 6 a.m. on the dot, which is very unusual. I wake up and immediately I start having cramps. And so I roll out of bed and I go over to Avery's side and like, my tummy hurts.
Yeah. And have been ready for 2 weeks now. Yeah. Just at the ready. I was ready to go. I jumped up out of bed. All right, it's go time. So focus switched.
Yeah.
Let's get her to the hospital.
Yeah. So I start having cramps and it's like immediately starts happening every 3 to 4 minutes. Like there was no build up. It's just, okay, it's happening. It's happening. I call my mom over so she can stay with our oldest, Gus, who is still asleep and is sleeping through all of this. And I'm just like having contractions, trying to get ready. Avery's trying to rush me out the door, and I'm like, no, I want to look good because first impressions matter.
Yeah. She had to do her makeup.
Yes, I did. That's right.
And then she also wanted food. And this is the other mistake that she made that happened with Gus as well. Was with Gus, she wanted a Sonic cheeseburger. So I went and got her a Sonic cheeseburger, never ate it.
No. By the time he got back, I couldn't do food.
Right. Now it's in the morning with Mo. She wants eggs, which I automatically knew this was the bad idea. So I made like 4 eggs because I knew me and her weren't going to eat a lot. I knew I wasn't going to eat, which goes into later play that was a bad idea. But I make the eggs and she's like, okay, just leave them there. I'll eat them on the way. I'm like, yeah, whatever. So me and her mom are trying to rush her. Her mom finally gets here, tries to rush her. All right, we finally get to the point to where it's time to go to the hospital. And her mom all of a sudden is walking around forcing us to hold this cup. And she put the eggs, these cold eggs, in a huge plastic cup. Here, eat this. So we're like, now it's like even more unappetizing.
Yeah. If you remember growing up, maybe this is just a singular sort of memory, but we always used to put our cereal in a cup to take it to go. That's what it was like, but it was eggs.
Yeah, so I ate one bite. She didn't have anything.
I
Wasted 4 eggs. Oh well, it is what it is. So we went to the hospital. No rush on the drive. There was no not calling 911 or anything. It was just kind of just cruising. Hit every stoplight that we did.
My contractions were like 2 minutes apart at this point.
Yeah.
So I was feeling them. I was feeling it.
We get to the hospital. We probably park 75 yards away from the entrance, and it took us about 20 minutes to walk from the car to the hospital entrance, just because contractions would slow her down.
Yes.
So you only have like 2 minutes within each. And we're already walking slow, so it took a long time. But however, she was doing okay. And she was even contemplating if we should just go in the hospital.
Yeah.
If we were in a hurry or not. Which
maybe I was in denial, but I was like, I don't know if this is the real thing. You know,
yeah.
I'm only a week past due, but
Yeah.
So we get into triage, and I'm already at a 6.5.
6.5. We said 7.
Yeah,
Just
6.5
to
or
keep a solid
7
number.
Centimeters dilated. And they're like, you get a room. I said, okay. I change into my outfit of choice, which is very important.
She brought her own gown.
Yes, and I highly suggest doing that.
All the nurses loved it.
Yes, it's true. And so I'm now in the room, and they are like, well, do you want to get an epidural? And I'm like, yeah, I want an epidural, but honestly, I'm feeling pretty good right now. Like, I could keep going. And
we just started asking questions.
yeah, we're
Like, is there a point where she can't get the epidural? And anesthesiologist said, no, you can get it anytime, but what really holds you back is if you can handle the pain that you're currently in.
yeah, like, can you stay perfectly still?
That's right, because he needs stillness to be able to do his work, and it takes like 10-15 minutes to inject her with all the medicine and stuff. So we were like, all right, let's just go ahead and get it. She was feeling good, but let's just go ahead and get it because that's something that she wanted to do.
Yes.
And then so he comes back on the cart with the anesthesia. He comes back on the cart with all of his anesthesiology stuff, anesthetics. And first the question he asks, and I know he asks all those questions to the husbands. The first question he asks is, "Are you queasy?" Me being me, no. I ain't no queasy little
Squeamish.
baby. No, I ain't no squeamish. No. So I never have been. Thought I never would be. And I said no. So I started making jokes to him, and Jordan was like, I'm waiting for him to ask if he needs any help, so I can help out and stuff. So I'm standing in front of her. She's leaning up on the side of the bed.
And you
sitting
gotta
up on
you gotta crouch over.
She's crouching over, and he starts doing his work and stuff, and all of a sudden, Jordan moves a little bit. Okay. And that kind of freaked me out because I know how important this is. I mean, he is in the spinal cord.
Right.
And the physician that was watching the anesthesiologist was like, Jordan, you have to be still. This is extremely important. You got to be still. And I just started thinking about it a little bit more. Like, oh man, like this, you got to be still. Do not. I mean, I'm thinking that she's going to be numb on her lower half for the rest of her life, Mm-hmm. And I started thinking about it a little too much and just panicking a little bit. And all of a sudden, I'm seeing some stars and getting a little lightheaded, and
he's getting whiter
and
than I've ever seen him.
And the nurse is standing right next to me. We're both facing Jordan, and I'm like, I say the words, I feel a little lightheaded. And all of a sudden,
they're like, nope, we've
charge
seen
nurse
this before.
comes in. They grab me, pull the chair, I get put down on the chair, and I'm like, what is going on? And I knew it's because I didn't eat any breakfast, and I mean, there's just a lot of factors that didn't go on, but man, talk about embarrassing, because I was so cocky that I knew I was not going to faint.
He got a wet rag.
That's right, I had a wet rag. They gave me some fruit, and talk about embarrassing. All the nurses were like, oh, it's not embarrassing. We say this all the time, but like, I was very confident that was not going to happen. So, but it did.
It did.
Yeah.
It did.
So I almost passed out. 5-10 minutes later, I was ready to go. But man, I just felt so bad because this is all about Jordan right now. I don't want to put it on me. And now all of a sudden, the doctor's got to focus on me a little bit. So.
But he rallied, and then the epidural worked really well on my left side, but my right side, it was still hurting after like almost an hour. And so my doula and the nurse worked to like flip me over on that side, and gravity took the epidural medicine where it needed to go, and I was feeling so good. So good.
Yeah.
Wonderful epidural experience. The doctor comes in, and she's like, okay, well, let me just check to see where we are. I might break your water. So she looks, and she like barely touches my whatever.
Your water sack?
My water sack.
yeah, all this amniotic fluid. She was going in to check how dilated she was, and the pressure of her hand busted her sac. So busted everywhere.
Yeah, I'm
she
a
was
gusher.
like, and everybody has been saying on the second baby, whenever your water breaks or it's going to come a lot faster.
Yeah.
And so we were like, and the doctor even told us, when the water breaks, it's go time. And so she was like, all right, well,
water
let me go.
breaks, and she's like, well, since I'm down here, you're 10 centimeters dilated.
Yeah.
Let's get you pushing. I was like, okay.
So she went and got her stuff on, suited up. All the nurses were prepared, set her up, got her feet hiked up, and got her ready. And so it's go time. So
we pushed for 15 minutes, which is much shorter than with the first.
Yeah.
And out he came.
Yeah. I think you had 4 contractions.
Yeah.
It was within 3. I think it was more than 3. So we're saying 4 contractions total. Yeah. And on the 4th one, or 3rd one, second one, doctor said, "Oh yeah, you could see his hair and everything." And she's on the 3rd one, she starts kind of twirling Mo's hair a little bit.
So funny.
This doctor likes she likes hair, so she just kind of like is twirling Mo's hair. And I'm like, I want to see, so I start walking, kind of back and forth like I did with Gus, and just looking.
And he has a lot of hair.
Mo's hair coming out, and like, man, that is so cool. Baby's coming out of her body. Baby's head came out, and the doctor was like, let's go ahead and keep pushing because he's almost out. He's almost out. So we didn't even wait for a contraction. Jordan, hunched down and pushed that baby out there, and she grabbed Mo, pulled him out, and all of a sudden, what did we find?
Well, so his umbilical cord, when she got him out, tied in a perfect knot, which she said only happens like 1% of the time. And so his cord was short. He couldn't even reach up. He couldn't reach up here so he was like on my tummy. And we wanted to do delayed cord clamping, but we couldn't because the knot clamped it. So, it would be moot.
Yep, that's right. So, but I went ahead and cut the cord, one snip, by the way. I was very proud of that. Made up for it about passing out earlier. Anyways, so baby is on mama's chest, and instantly we get the golden hour. But it was more than an hour, probably like 2 hours of just alone time with him on her chest and my chest, and just in awe of what just happened.
It was wonderful.
Yep.
He cried, he pinked up, then they weighed him, and we were all guessing like how much he was going to weigh, and he weighs 9 pounds 15 ounces.
Yeah.
Which was shocking to me because that's really big.
It's a big baby, yeah.
It's a big baby.
And they say your last month the baby grows 1 pound a week.
Yeah.
And I think this baby, Mo, was on track to be the same weight as Gus.
Yes.
But he was in for a whole week, almost a whole week more, so he was exactly 1 pound
heavier.
more than Gus was.
Yeah.
So.
And I thought Gus at 8 pounds 15 ounces was huge. No, 10 pounder.
Yeah.
1 ounce shy of 10 pounds. So that was impressive.
Yeah.
And then overall, my recovery has been so wonderful, so fast. I walked out of the hospital, and just.
You walked out of the hospital faster than you walked into the hospital.
That's true. That's true. And it was just a really positive experience.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
In total, the labor lasted 5 hours.
Yep, 6 a.m. to about 1 o'clock.
1:11.
1:11 is whenever.
And so I would recommend, if you can at all, don't get pressured into having an induction. Even if you're past due, don't get pressured into it. And your baby knows when he or she wants to come. Mm-hmm. Just roll with it. And that's the story of how we got baby Amos Boone Williamson. And now he's here. And he's still very chunky, getting chunkier. Mm-hmm. And he's just precious. And we're so blessed.
That's right. All right. Well, thanks for listening to our story.